Okay, so I have no shame at all, ever, about the fact that I love romance. I love romance novels. I love romantic comedies. I love Hallmark. I love Disney. I love my girlfriend. The details of your kissing scene can make it or break it. The way this kiss plays out could take the reader's perception of your couple from, yeah, I guess they're alright, to, I will literally die if they don't end up together. I'm here to help you write that perfect kiss. There are 4 categories about your kiss scene that we're going to discuss today. 1. Is your kiss going to be awkward, sweet, or steamy? Number 2. What starts the kiss? What happens during the kiss? And what ends the kiss? Number 3. On a spectrum of public to private, what general location is this kiss taking place? And number 4. What are each person's romantic personalities? And what has their romantic personality as a couple been up until this point? Let's go. Pretty much all kisses can be broken down into one of 3 types. What are they? Awkward, sweet, and steamy. Don't forget, as your couple progresses in their relationship, you can and should vary the types of kisses that they have. That's just how natural relationships work. You don't always have just sweet kisses. Kisses don't usually stay awkward forever, and when you have real feelings, even the steamiest couple will eventually chill out and have some cutesy time. Awkward kiss. With an awkward kiss, the first thing you want to consider is whether or not this couple is endgame. If by the end of the story they are going to be together and in love and it's going to be delightful, then you can frame the awkwardness as endearing instead of gross.
Sure, it wasn't perfect, but it was cute, and you're cute, and I love you, and just gee willikers.
Whereas if it was an awkward kiss and they're not going to end up together, highlight the awkwardness. Make it clear that it's not a super great fit.
Well, that happened.
That kiss existed. Alright, can we move on, please?
Another note, if your couple starts out awkward, they cannot jump right from awkward kisses to steamy kisses. They gotta figure out how to kiss first. The only acceptable progression is awkward to sweet to steamy. And then you get to play up all of the little tiny improvements as they go, and it's so cute. So here are some things that could happen during your awkward kiss. Their noses or their teeth might bump together. Slow or jerky, awkward movements, as opposed to just, oh my love! They might not be sure what to do with their hands. You know, Dad, do I put it on your shoulders? Do I put it on your waist? Do I put it in your hair? Do I do the Macarena? They might not even close their eyes at first. Do I close my eyes? Are they closing my eyes? Are they looking at me? Should I be looking at them? And there should definitely be no tongue in an awkward kiss. Ever. Slipping a tongue into an awkward kiss takes it from mildly uncomfortable to unless your goal is to make the kiss actively gross, keep the tongue out of it. Sweet kisses are Hallmark movie kisses. They're gentle, they're cute. This isn't necessarily a lead into sex kiss. This is kissing for the sake of kissing. If your couple starts sweet, or even tends to be sweet overall, you may want to include some more passionate, steamy kisses in there to showcase their chemistry. In a sweet kiss, hands are going to stay in G-rated spots. So, hair, shoulders, neck, face, waist. There is no booby grabbing. There is no ass grabbing. If it could be in a Disney movie or a Hallmark movie, that is where their hands can be. It might progress to small kisses along the jaw, down the neck, but it's really not going to move much further south from there. They might get backed up against something, you know, a wall, a bed, a table, a counter, a kitchen appliance, but they aren't pinned there. And if their hands are in each other's hair, no one is pulling. This is not a sexual kiss. If there is tongue in the kiss, it is fairly moderate. You know, they're not spelunking in each other's throats. They may have a world's worth of sexual chemistry, but in a sweet kiss, there will only be a hint of that, if anything. They're not grinding on each other, they're not, you know, preparing themselves to canoodle. This is just them enjoying each other in a kind of peaceful way. They're probably going to be thinking fluffy thoughts. Wow, I sure do love you so much. Wowie. A good rule of thumb for sweet kisses. Would you have it in a Hallmark movie? Would you have it in a Disney movie? If it would be a little risque in either of those, probably tone it down a notch. Steamy kisses are where it's at. I love these. They're just so fun to write. I would argue that steamy kisses are as much fun to write as sex scenes, if not more, because they want to get the booty, but they haven't quite got there yet. And it's the wanting that gets ya. With steamy kisses, either they're going to have sex or they want to have sex. Those are the two goals. Goals. And as a note, if your couple has a lot of steamy kisses overall, take a step down and slow them into some sweet kisses as the real feelings develop. It'll really emphasize that for you. With steamy kisses, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's going to be so fun. Hands can be anywhere. Doesn't matter. Anywhere on the body, over clothes, under clothes, jazz hands, whatever. There will probably be a lot of tongue in these kisses as they're eating each other's faces off. Hands could be knotted in hair, pulling. Someone is probably pinned up against something. With a sweet kiss, they're probably thinking, oh, I feel so warm inside, I'm so happy. Steamy kiss? No. They are burning up. They're ready to die if they don't get more of this person. They'll be pressed up, right up against each other, probably grinding. They're breathing super heavily. If they are talking, it is in pants and gasps. There is no lengthy conversation going on. Their entire body is lighting up right now. All parts of their bodies, if you catch my meaning. The immediate buildup is what brought on this specific kiss. Have they been staring at each other longingly across the table? Have they had 15 almost kisses in the span of 3 hours? You want the characters to be anticipating this, but you also want the reader to anticipate it. As a reader, I should be shoving this book in my face, waiting for them to kiss. Always include active consent. Obviously, we're not monsters.
Kissing you would bring me the greatest joy I've ever known in all of my 13 lives.
Please do. After they have that consent, do they go for the kiss right away? Or do they keep touching each other, moving in slowly, and take their time? If they've had a lot of almost kisses, they're probably a little frustrated and will be kind of in a rush to finally get the kiss that they've been trying for. So what happens during the actual kiss? An awkward kiss will usually be pretty short because nobody really wants to be there that long. They might say,
Let's adjust a little bit and go for it again.
or they might say,
Can we like move on?
with a sweet kiss, you'll focus on their feelings toward each other. So you can back off a little from the mechanics of it and show more of their emotions about it. You know, sort of the mental atmosphere. Maybe there will be a foot pop. The point of view character will be thinking, wow, I can't believe we're finally here. I love them so much. And a sweet kiss could really go on for almost any length of time, It normally won't be too long because it's not leading up to anything in the same way that a steamy kiss would be, but it could be brief or it could go on for a medium to long length of time. Steamy kisses will be on fire. You will still include thoughts and feelings mixed in with a steamy kiss, but those thoughts will be less,
Wow, I'm so happy and I can't believe I've finally gotten here.
more like, finally get in my pants. Steamy kisses can go on as long as you want them to. The immediate aftermath of a kiss basically comes down to, why did they stop kissing? Were they interrupted? Did one of them pull away? Did they both pull away? Did it fade to black? Let's talk about them being interrupted. If two people having an awkward kiss get interrupted, they're probably just going to be embarrassed.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe someone saw that.
If a sweet kiss gets interrupted, it depends on the couple, but they'll probably be a little embarrassed.
Oh my, I cannot believe we were discovered.
Interrupting a steamy kiss is comedy gold. You cannot subtly disengage from a steamy kiss. You're red in the face. You're panting. Your entire body is like, why? Probably really disheveled, and honestly, they're probably mad.
Get out of here, I want the booty.
If one of them pulls back first, why? Is that person uncomfortable? Are they checking in to make sure the other person is comfortable? Did they suddenly think of something? I was supposed to call my grandma. But the number one best reason for one person to pull away and not the other isn't a steamy kiss. When that person had a feeling, a real feeling. How dare they? Yes. If they both pull away, do they just feel done? Are they checking in with each other? Did they have a time limit? If you fade to black, it could just be the end of a scene, but especially if it's a steamy kiss, it tends to imply that they went to go do the do. Canoodle, do the horizontal tango. Riding the Boney Express. All locations boil down to one of four types: public, semi-public, semi-private, and private. If your smoochers are in a public area, they're probably going to keep the kiss pretty brief and not super tonsil hockeying. There's a lot of people around. Semi-public means that they are a little bit secluded from the crowd, but there is still the very real possibility that anyone could walk by and find them. If you're at the gym, but you're around a corner in a quiet area away from the rabble, that would be semi-public. It might be a little bit more frisky, but they're still probably not going to start boning. Probably. Depends on who your couple is. You can also play on this semi-public nature. It's pretty easy for a rowdy couple to get caught up in their smooching and forget that there's someone else until that someone else walks around the corner. A semi-private location is not a public area, but there may still be people around. Instead of being at a store or the gym, they're at her house, be in a living room, a kitchen, a very large pantry. Family could be around, roommates. A semi-private kiss can get pretty steamy, but a relative or a roommate could still show up. Now, a private setting means they can do whatever the hell they want. They are in the apartment he lives in by himself, in her bedroom with no family members around.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Make it as steamy as you want. The couple's background will super affect how the kiss plays out. Have they kissed before? How many times have they kissed before? A couple that has been together for 3 years is probably not going to have an awkward kiss unless that's a reflection of their relationship going down the toilet. Their bodies know each other. How long have they been waiting for this kiss? If this is their first kiss and they've been playing Will We Won't We for 3 months, they're probably going to be in a little bit of a rush and come together in a lot of excitement. It could be steamy, but not necessarily. A couple that's been waiting for this kiss for a long time is going to be super excited to finally get their hands on each other. Whereas a couple that kissed 5 minutes ago, this kiss is probably not going to be, you know, fireworks dramatic. The 3 types of kisses, awkward, sweet, and steamy, are also basically equivalent to the 3 romantic personality types. The people in the couple, do they both tend toward awkwardness, or sweetness, or steaminess? Progress from there. If you have 2 awkward people, they're not going to have a steamy kiss first try. It will probably be an awkward kiss. Pretty awkward at that. If you have 2 sweet people, they will probably start out with sweet kisses. 2 more passionate people, passionate kisses. If the 2 people in the couple have different romantic personalities though, that's where things get interesting. One of them has to either take the lead or let the other person decide how fast they're going to progress. For example, my own personal babies, Julie and Dimitri. Dimitri is quieter, softer, sweeter. Julie tends to be more physically driven, and Julie is the one who calls the shots. They start out steamy because Julie, the steamier one, is the one running the show. On the other hand, in one of my fanfics from back in the day, we have Jason and Piper. Jason runs sweeter. Piper is on the sweet to steamy spectrum. But Piper lets Jason decide how fast they're going to go. So they start sweet and move their way up. As you write this kiss, you'll also want to keep in mind what their overall romantic personality as a couple has been. A generally steamy couple having a steamy kiss? Awesome! Super fun! But that same steamy couple having a sweet kiss because they're starting to fall in love with each other, that is entirely different and amazing. And absolutely, it plays differently. Consider also a generally sweet couple having a sweet kiss. Yay! I love it. I love them. But that sweet couple having a steamy kiss. Something's about to happen. Something has changed, and you can play that shit up. Use that contrast. You can amp up that scene by keeping in mind what their traditional or what their historical personality has been, showing how it's changing with time. Let's recap. You got 4 aspects to consider. 4. As you write your super awesome kissing scene. 1. Is it going to be an awkward, sweet, or steamy kiss? 2. What leads up to the kiss? What happens during the kiss? And what happens right after the kiss? Number 3. Where is this kiss taking place on the spectrum of public to private? And 4. Nope. And 4. Nope, that's worse. Somehow that's worse. 4. Why can't I can't see anything with these glasses? Consider their romantic personalities, both individually and as a couple, and how their background will affect how the kiss plays out. My work here is done. I'm not going to tell you to like or subscribe. Do what you want. But I do post a new video every week. You can also check out the blog article that goes with this video on my website. Link is below. Now go forth and write a stellar kissing scene. I believe in you.